friends. Welcome again to the Kumbi Jiku Show, your regular cricket chat show. Myself, G. Krishnan, and our expert, K. Srinath, player turned umpire. We are here to discuss the Indian squad announced for the ODI series to be played against New Zealand later this month, starting on 11th of January. 3 changes in the squad that played against South Africa last month, December 2025. In come the regular or the designated captain and vice captain, respectively, Shubman, Gill, and Shreyas Iyer. Shreyas Iyer, subject to fitness clearance from the BCCI medical team at the Center of Excellence, and Mohammad Siraj, the fast bowler, also finds his way in the squad. Outgo after a century in his last international appearance for India, Ruturaj Gaikwad. Also not featuring is Tilak Verma and the wicketkeeper batsman Dhruv Jurel. To discuss this, the makeup of the Indian squad, none other than Srinath. Sri, welcome back. How have you been? And the look of this Indian squad with quite a few changes, did you see any surprises, or this is what, because in come Gill and Shreyas Iyer and you can't have more than 15. That's what the selectors maintain. You can't have the whole lot of players performing in the squad.
Thanks, Ziku. Unexpected lines, I would say. No surprises in the selection per se. Obviously, the captain, the fit captain, walks into the side and augurs well for Indian cricket. Hopefully, Shreyas Iyer is cleared by the medical team of COE so that he can be a part of the setup, because we have a World Cup coming around the corner in 2027. Yes, Mohammad Siraj's comeback rather after the rest that he was given against South Africa. It was unexpected lines. Yes, the tagline of only 15 can be picked and 11 can be a part of the team. I mean, it's a known thing. It's a question if you want to have a couple of more players, that is when you travel abroad. On one side of it, you spoke about Ruturaj Gaikwad recently, who got 100. And, unfortunate, we've seen in the past many a times, even the likes of Karun Nair, who got a triple 100 and later had to make way for Ajinkya Rahane. So these are all scenarios which we have seen in the past. What is surprising is at the back of a terrific domestic performance, Ishan Kishan, yes, there was an opportunity to, get into the side because they needed a backup wicket keeper as well as an opening batter, because they had dropped the vice captain and Shubman Gill from the T20 squad. So he fitted in at the back of some brilliant performances in the domestic circuit. But does it apply only for the shortest version, Mushtaq Ali, or is it even prevalent for Vijay Hazare? That's the question that would always be raised. Otherwise, I think no surprises at all.
Yeah, I understand where you're heading to. The performances of, say, Mohammad Shami, who has been playing the domestic matches, Mushtaq Ali Trophy, now the Vijay Hazare, and Karnataka's own Devdutt Padikkal, 400s in Vijay Hazare Trophy in the last 5 innings. In one of the earlier episodes, we spoke about the domestic performances being rewarded. The classic case of Ishan Kishan coming back to the T20 squad for the World Cup later next month. But does it, like you mentioned, apply only for certain players or only for the T20 format? What does this do to the confidence of, say, Devdutt Padikkal? And also, is it the end of the road for some seasoned bowler like Mohammad Shami?
Looks like I think they have decided to shut the door on Shami. He's 35 and not getting younger by the day. And he's been on the road for the last, I think, about 3 months now. He's played 3 or 4 Ranji Trophy games to prove his fitness. He's bowled a lot. He figured in all the games involved in Mushtaq Ali, that is the T20 format. And I think 5 out of 5 games he's played for Bengal in the Vijay Hazare Trophy that's going on now, the one-day format, and he's done really well. So yes, looks like they've decided to just move on from there. You mentioned about Devdutt Padikkal, what it could do to his confidence. The dynamics of selections are pretty tricky, Jiku. Now we already have the captain and the season campaigner Rohit Sharma at the top, and the cushion would be you would like to have another opener in your side, and yes, maybe off ODI series against South Africa recently, but Jaiswal has proved his worth in the side. So obviously he is the third opener in the side. Obviously he won't be a starter, and because you've got the two openers already, as I mentioned. So Padikkal's case is a strange one. In hardly 39 list A innings, he's already got to close to about 1300s and averages in excess of 80. So his performances would certainly be rewarded. It's only a matter of time. As I said, you need to make the right noise at the right time at the right place. So all these three things, when they fall in place, is when you get there. So opportunities to get into the squad at this point in time was a tough call. Also, for no reason, Dhruv Jurel has had a fantastic run so far in the Vijay Hazare. He's got a couple of big tons. And yes, obviously, even Rinku Singh has done well in the Vijay Hazare. So a culmination of factors wherein, the spots available for grabs are very few. But the people who are vying for those places are, in multiples of X. So it's a good scenario wherein, people are fighting it out for the opening, the top order and middle order slots, which augurs well for Indian cricket. But the worry is, again, what is happening to the bowling side of it? So past Bumrah, Arshdeep, Harshit, Rana and Prasidh. So where are we heading to? The sort of scores we are seeing in domestic cricket that have been piled up day in and day out. We are seeing scores in excess of 300. In fact, there was a record chase when Karnataka chased down 400 odd against Jharkhand in the opener of the Vijay Hazare. So is it the quality of the pitches, the size of the grounds, or the bowling attacks? So these are the factors that we need to look at. I think batting has really looked good because 2 white balls being used till the 34th over, and the field restrictions. You have only 2 outside. I mean, so rather 4 outside the 30-yard circle between 11 and 40. When you are seeing scores being piled up in excess of 300s. So yes, these boys might feel unlucky, but certainly it's not the end of the road for them. They're just on the fringe, and maybe come 27 World Cup, we might see a couple of players, or even rather 3 or 4 players, just move out of the system. And obviously, with this current crop of boys who are doing well, if they continue the rich vein of form, obviously they are going to be the future of Indian cricket.
Yeah, I just touched upon the quality of bowlers, and especially in the Vijay Hazare. We saw Aman Khan of Pondicherry go in excess of 100 runs. Soon after, he was picked by Chennai Super Kings in the IPL. So that's the quality of bowling you have in domestic cricket. But he is not a bad bowler. He has had a taste of IPL in the past. So it's just a matter of, like, say, the pitches or whatever, a record chase by Karnataka, 400 plus. But it's not all lost for Devdutt Padikkal, isn't it? Because the team announced by the BCCI had the rider saying Shreyas Iyer subject to fitness clearance by the medical team of COE. So, God forbid, Shreyas Iyer is still not cleared. There is still hope for somebody like Ruturaj Gaikwad, who scored 100 in his last international innings and who has been in terrific form, scoring a couple of hundreds and scoring about 50s and 30s and 20s. And of course, Devdutt Padikkal 400s in the last five ODI list innings, isn't it?
Yes, Ruturaj Gaikwad, would be keeping his fingers crossed, and he would take it, as the days go by. He's due to play a game on 6th and 8th is the last round of the Vijay Hazare, wherein if he's not going to replace Shreyas Iyer, so would be a part of the Maharashtra setup. Yeah, he would feel that, undone and not really being fair on him. But with the sort of past record Shreyas Iyer has, and He had a terrific 2023 World Cup where India lost to Australia in the finals, and he was the backbone of India's batting in the Champions Trophy win recently. And yes, he's been somebody who's been an integral part of the top order batting unit for India in the last 18 to 20 months. And there's been talk about him being, there was rather, I'm not too sure about what is happening presently, about him being groomed as the future leader of, 50 overs or 20 over cricket. Unfortunate that he had to undergo a couple of injuries which kept him out of cricket for quite some time. Yeah, all is not lost. It's a home series, and they can make a change to the squad. But one good thing is not many of the regulars of the T20 squad, which is due to play New Zealand later this month, and the part of the provisional World Cup squad are not figuring in this side. I mean that's a good thing because it's given players more players opportunities to figure in this ODI setup, rather than we see the familiar faces of people figuring in both T20Is and 50 over sides.
Right. You just touched upon not many featuring in the ODI squad from the T20 squad. One of them in particular, Hardik Pandya, who was making the rounds in the name of in the ODS squad, but the selectors and the BCCI have said he is not considered for the ODS because he has to be preserved for the T20 World Cup, and also he is not cleared by the medical team to bowl 10 overs in ODI. So on a day where he scored a hurricane century, 133 for Baroda against Vidarbha, that included 11 sixes and about 8 fours or so. He has hit in him to play ODI format, but he only bowled 2 overs against Vidarbha. And surprisingly, Vidarbha chased that total of some close to 300 or in excess of 300. And they won by 9 wickets. Hardik Pandya bowled anyway 2 overs in that. Anyway, that apart, any phase that you would have liked to see other than the names that we have discussed, Shrey, in this ODI setup, keeping in mind the World Cup 2027? And also between the last ODI series against South Africa and the upcoming ones, we have had the giants of Indian cricket, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli playing for the respective state teams and also scoring at least 100, each of them.
Not about whom I would have liked to, looked a part of the squad. It's still a long way, and India has got still more than a dozen ODIs to play before the World Cup sojourn starts. Maybe, as I said, if they have thought beyond Mohammad Shami, there's nothing much anybody can do about it. So by the looks of way things have panned out in the last about couple of series where they've picked players for the ODI teams, looks like they are looking at the likes of Bumrah, Siraj, Arshdeep, Harshit, Rana, and Prasidh. Mind you, the 27 ODI 50-over format World Cup is in South Africa, where obviously we discussed in one of the earlier shows about what the composition could be, what India needs to look at. They certainly need to look at more fast bowling options. Plus, you mentioned about Hardik Pandya. And it would be prudent enough to play him in this World Cup and ensure they take care of him well. So does he about his own fitness, wherein he would be a vital component in the ODI squad, because India cannot afford to just play him as a batter. So they need him at least in this setup to bowl 5 to 6 overs on a regular basis. If he could come and do that, I think he would be one of the front runners to be a part of the side that plays the World Cup in South Africa. Because India cannot afford to have so many all-rounders, spinning all-rounders in the side like they have currently. Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel, Jadeja. I mean, it just cannot boil down to that, wherein you carry so many spinners when you tour, South Africa. So I'm not really surprised or not to say that I've not seen somebody being a part of it. Yes, if I were to be in the shoes of Ruturaj Gaikwad, I certainly would have felt the same way he's feeling. But obviously, he knows very well that it was a matter of time when Shreyas Iyer had to get fit, he had to walk in. So as I said, it's about a matter of time. Nothing is done and dusted either for Ruturaj Gaikwad or Devdutt Padikkal. So their time will come. So when it comes, I think obviously they will be well prepared to grab the opportunity with both hands.
Yes, and that's what the players can do and will do. Keep scoring runs, keep picking up wickets. It's all in the selectors' hands to pick them or not. And rightly so. First things first, Hardik Pandya, a fit Hardik Pandya for the T20 World Cup, and later on, the BCCI can think about planning and preserving him well for the next year's 50 overs World Cup. On that note, thank you very much, Shrey. Fantastic listening to you, hearing your thoughts, and see you again soon. Thank you very much. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Thank you.